Welcome back to the Bet the Over podcast.
We're back. We're back.
How's everybody doing on this late night?
This is definitely our latest stream so far. It's currently 12:35 a.m. February 1st. Shout out Playboy
I'm
Cardi.
kind of a fan of these hours. Not that
First of the
anybody
month.
else anybody else probably is a fan of watching Bet the Over at these hours, but I kind of dig it. Well, Kev, we've made it to the final stage of the NFL season. How you feeling? Oh, we lost Kev. You there?
Ours. Yeah.
There you go. You're back.
Am I back?
Yep, you're back.
Okay, yeah. It was lagging for a second.
So I was saying that we're at the final stages of the NFL season. How are you feeling?
It's the Super Bowl no one wanted.
Yeah, you're damn right about that.
We got
this. I'd say this officially marks the end of Bet the Over season 1.
Yep. Well, no, next Sunday will officially be the last, the first off season of Bet the Over.
When the Chiefs three-peat, almost a 90% chance that they three-peat, I would say. We'll have a good closing episode for all that.
I'll have an emotional speech. Steve will bring the tissues.
Yep.
I'll start crying. I'll mess up my makeup. It's gonna be a great stream. It's gonna be a great
stream. I'm very excited to get into the off-season stuff. I'm excited for player moves. I think I would say I'm more excited for player moves than all these coach moves that have been going on. Super Bowl 59 is set, man, and we gotta I won't say an exciting rematch on our hands.
The rematch no one wanted.
Yeah. So the Kansas City Chiefs are set to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. I think the only person in this Super Bowl that anyone's rooting for is maybe Saquon.
Yeah. Did you see the I always see these memes where it's like people that are happy about the Super Bowl this year, and it's a little dot on Philadelphia, and then it's a little dot on Kansas City, and then it's like the rest of America. Yeah, it's like meteor strike.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, for sure. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching, man, but a couple calls were a little shady in the Bills game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Honestly, like it really wasn't that bad. I just think the Worthy catch was a joke, and
that was bad.
That was really bad.
That was really
to let
bad.
something like that happen in that game. Like even if you want to maybe not call a couple holdings or something like that, I understand because you want to. It's a conference championship. Conference championship game. So you want to let them play whatever. That's fine. You don't want to call a couple holds. That is what it is. But you can't. The ball clearly hit the ground. You can't just give it back to them, especially after you review it.
He had one hand on the ball.
They got a do-over, by the way. If you remember, they basically ruled that a catch. They ran a play, and then after the Chiefs ran a play and got stuffed, then they reviewed it, and then they put it back to first down. So they they got a free play. They got another do-over, like in that Bengals game in 2021.
Yeah, they did get the do-over. I forgot about that. But going back to the catch, let's break that down. Worthy literally has one hand on the ball, so he doesn't have possession, and the ball hits the ground.
Yeah, like very clearly. Like you could see from two angles that the ball hit the ground.
Yeah, it wasn't even a question whether it hit the ground. The only argument I could see them having is that because the ball can technically hit the ground if the wide receiver has possession of it while it hits the ground, but he only had one hand on the ball. So I don't understand the argument of he had possession of the ball and it hit the ground, so it's still a catch because he only had one hand. He didn't have possession.
Yeah, I mean, my thing with that is like if you want to rig it for them, or in that specific instance, if you want to give the Chiefs the favorable call in that specific instance, not talking about the game, just talking about that one specific catch, the Chiefs got a playoff after that, so just don't let them review it. You let the Chiefs run a play, they get stuffed, and then you go and say, okay, Buffalo's challenging the play. We're gonna go look back at it now.
Yeah.
You want to make it, you want to make it not so obvious. Don't review that play. Don't review that catch after they already caught after they all already ran another play. So I don't know.
Yeah, they got the do-over.
And then at the end of the game, the Josh Allen first down where he dove over, he got that first down.
Yeah.
And they were saying it was a first down, and then they cut to commercial and come back and say
back.
They said ruling on the field when we came back from commercial, ruling on the field stands, Chiefs ball. But when we left, it was Bills ball. They got the first down. So I just feel like there's so many like little discrepancies that we don't even get clarification on.
Yeah. The
There's
refs
no explanation.
The refs didn't really explain it very well. I mean, with that one, it was tough because you couldn't actually see where the ball was. But like if you had to pick whether he got it or not, he most likely got it. Like he was in line with the first down where the ball was. That one was, I think, less of a controversial call. The worthy catch was like horrible. Like that was a horrible call. There was no argument around that.
Like that's Rams Saints no pass interference type call,
Yeah. Or the Des Bryant one, the big one when he was playing the Packers.
Or the Fail Mary or whatever with the Seahawks and the Packers.
Yeah.
I mean,
playoff football, there's always controversial calls.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you can't have controversial calls in a fucking conference championship game.
I know. It's just a tough scene. I think most of America was cheering for Buffalo too.
I understand the argument of Josh Allen with 3 minutes and 33 seconds left on the clock. You got to get a first down, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's it.
It is what it is.
They let it get to fourth down so many times. You got to play better. Like he didn't play great.
You knew we said this on the pod last week too, though. You just knew the Chiefs were gonna win.
Oh yeah.
There was no reason for it. Like there was no explicit evidence whether the Chiefs should win.
Yep.
In my opinion, the Bills going into that game look better in the entirety of the season, even though the Chiefs had a better record. But you just knew when it came down to it, Mahomes is he just wins.
Yeah.
Like, love or hate him, I know he gets a lot of bad media or everything because he wins a lot, but he's a dog. There's no argument anymore. I know he gets calls and stuff, but bro, he's going for a three-peat. Like, you can't argue with greatness. He's already a Hall of Famer.
I don't agree with it though, because I don't think he had a good year at all. Like, I don't think he had a good season.
He didn't have a good year, but he wins.
But it's not even a joke. Like, he actually has been carried by these referees the whole season.
He should have lost a couple more games. I agree with that. But even if they lose a couple more games, if they don't get home field advantage this year, they still win the AFC.
Yeah.
Like, there's no arguing. They beat the Bills, who were supposedly the best team. They would have beat
in the regular
Baltimore.
season, beat them, But honestly, like, once I saw the Eagles win too, it was just more evidence that that the Chiefs would win. I was fully convinced going into that Bills game that the Bills were gonna lose. Like I was, dude. Once the Eagles won, I was closer to 100%.
Yeah, we said it too. There was just something. You knew Mahomes was just gonna win.
And at
I don't know what it's gonna take.
At this point, there's no way the Eagles win, right?
I don't know. Philly has looked very good in the playoffs. Let's go into the Commanders game, and then we'll kind of give our Super Bowl predictions and everything. But
yeah, the Eagles steamrolled them 55-23.
Yeah, and I hate that. Was it CJ Gardner Johnson? Oh, I'm stuttering. Or Darius Slay? Who was the one that was like talking the talk to Jaden Daniels?
I'm not sure. I didn't know. Oh, there was a little bit of beef during the game, right? And then someone got flagged. Only one of the Commanders guy got flagged or something like that. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, there was chippiness as well, but I think it was CJ Gardner Johnson. I'm pretty sure the corner on the Eagles. He was like, Jaden Daniels had a great year, but you're in Cancun now. Like, he was talking shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, Jaden Daniels had a better year than CJ Gardner Johnson has ever had in his career, and it was his first year. So, like, it's like when you're playing a game, like, let's say you're playing League or Siege or Marvel Rivals, it's always the kid that's in, like, last place that talks the most shit. It always is. Like, Saquon
Yeah.
didn't say anything, bro. Saquon's the reason the Eagles won. He tore them up. You don't hear anything coming from Saquon. It's C.J.
Yeah.
Gardner-Johnson, bro.
Saquon is, my God, man. What do you have?
Yeah,
5
he's been
touchdowns?
going nuts.
I think he had 5 touchdowns.
He scored the first 2. Literally, the meme of that game was the Commanders constructed 8-minute drive or whatever, their first possession, ball possession, going down the field, kick a field goal. Commanders are feeling good about what just happened. Eagle get a decent run back on special teams. Saquon gets the ball, first play of the game, runs it for a 60-yard touchdown.
Yeah, man. Oh my God.
He's been
Watching
going
that was
crazy.
crazy. I knew it was over for them too, once I started
Yeah.
seeing that stuff.
That right there just completely, because the Commanders went in there, they were the underdog. I thought they had a shot. I thought it'd be a little bit closer, but they went in there. They were the underdog. They felt good after the first drive. They're like, all right, we
Yeah.
drove down the field. We did pretty good. We got 3
Yep.
points, which is a little bummer, but hey, we got points. We played well. We were precise. And then it's just like Saquon, one touch, scores a touchdown. They're already winning. And it didn't help. Jaden Daniels played well. It was more of like fumbles, bro. Washington fumbled 2 costly ones. The biggest
Yeah.
one was right before halftime. They were getting the ball down by 10 with like a minute 30 or 2 minutes left. They kick a field goal there. It's a 1-score game going into half. But they fumbled. Eagles got the ball. Then they scored a touchdown. So then it was literally a 2-possession game going into halftime. So it was kind of downhill from there. What did you think about that? Obviously, Saquon went crazy.
Yeah, man. I think that they probably could have even taken him out at some point, but he just kept going. And I mean, I get it, like it's a championship game, but 55-23 is a big gap there. So, I mean, I think the Eagles can compete. Do I think that they will? No. I at this point, it's like the Chiefs have to three-peat,
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody wanted that, but so is that same for you as far as early predictions go for who's going to be holding the Lombardi Trophy up?
Yeah. I mean, Eagles have looked hot, but I can't see a reason of betting against Mahomes, bro. Honestly.
Yeah.
It's Mahomes. His team is good. The defense run by Spagnuolo, ex-Giants defensive coordinator, he's a beast, bro. I know all the higher ups talk about him, but he's not really talked about a lot when it comes to the Chiefs. But their defense was like top 3, right? They might have even been the best defense in the league or something. Or no, the Philadelphia is. The Chiefs are definitely top 3. They construct such good game plans, and Andy Reid as a head coach, he's amazing. Like,
yeah, I mean, I honestly think that's what it has to be because they won. I mean, also it's execution, man. Like they know how to win games when it counts. They know how to be in the right position at the right time. Andy Reid manages the clock very well. So, I mean, maybe that's all it takes, man. Maybe it really is just coaching. I mean, Mahomes is great too, but he hasn't been playing great, and they're still in the Super Bowl. So,
yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we also. Sorry.
What'd you say?
No, I was just gonna get into something else. But what are you saying?
I'm saying like this year with Mahomes, he didn't really necessarily have to light it up. You know what I mean? The defense would just keep it close. He doesn't have the weapons he used to have, like Tyreek Hill, obviously. Travis Kelce's on the decline. He has Worthy. Worthy's more just fast. I don't think he's actually that good of a wide receiver. If the Chiefs had Rashid Rice, they would be like easy favorites, in my opinion. They got Hollywood Brown back. He actually did pretty well this past game. If they had Hollywood Brown, Rashid Rice, and everyone else, I think they'd be over the top. They'd be really, really good. But yeah, Mahomes he's been more of a game managing quarterbacks this year, but hey, they're winning. So I guess Mahomes kind of just does whatever it takes to win. He can throw crazy touchdowns every game, or he could kind of take a back seat, manage the clock.
I mean, I think that was the first game they scored 30.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
This season, so that's another thing.
So Mahomes, he gets hot at the right time, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens, but it's just a very frustrating Super Bowl to have gotten, you know? I think it
Yeah.
was either we were gonna get something really, really cool or the worst possible outcome with these 2
Yeah, we
games,
got
you
the
know? So
worst outcome.
we did get the
Nobody
worst outcome.
Bro, I
Well,
might turn on the Puppy Bowl, bro.
for real, bro, we might have to start betting on the Puppy Bowl.
Yeah, I'm taking the black lab.
See if it
I'm
gets interesting.
I'm there for Steve's cheese board.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
That's about to be a movie, bro.
That's the only spot you're gonna see me in on the Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah, you're about to lock down the cheese board.
Yeah, so on another note, however, we still have a decent amount of stuff to talk about as far as Jets and Giants go. Um, I guess not really anything crazy, but we got that Tanner Engstrand guy as our offensive
Mhm.
coordinator.
Mhm.
Um, and what's his? And we talked about the GM and head coach Aaron Glenn and Darren Moogie or whatever. Um,
Yep.
Aaron Glenn had his first press conference this week, which was really cool. He seems like he's got a lot of fight in him. I think it's a good hire on paper, right? Like he sounds good, but we're
Yeah.
talking Jets here, man. So
Yeah,
it's
we'll
tough. You
see.
know, I like the way that he was talking. I like the things that he was saying. I'd be confident if they brought Rodgers back too.
Mhm.
And I think it sounds like he is as well. But he said, you know, Rodgers will be talked about. They're in communication with him at the moment. So I don't know. Everything is exciting. And I think that's why the offseason is so great right now because we just had a lot of good coaching hires. We're still hiring
Yep.
coaches at the moment. We fired everybody.
It's
Um,
new and exciting. That's what it
you know,
is.
all position coaches have been fired. Woody says he's going to take a step back and try and be a better owner. You know, that's good on him taking accountability for things like that. Is that actually going to happen? Who knows? He could just be saying stuff to please the media like he usually does.
Mhm.
Whether it be saying something or just doing what the media wants him to do every single week while we were losing. You know, um, Giants seems like just evaluations, like off-season evaluations, probably
No,
for the most part.
nothing. No real Giants news. It's kind of just we're still in the same situation where, I mean, reports are saying they want a quarterback. Obviously, they need one. They don't have any.
Yep.
Um,
Well, I think
but
Shedeur Sanders is the move. I think that's like what's been speculated.
yeah, I've heard Shador. I've even heard Cam Ward. Those are the big two. But at the same time, I'm seeing reports on like JPA football or a couple different sites where apparently the Giants like the guy Jackson Dart. He's a second
Right.
round quarterback, so they're saying they might pass. I don't know. There's still a lot to happen. This week was Senior Bowl, so I didn't really watch that. I watch more of like the combine. It's
Right.
gonna be
Yeah,
cool to
yeah, I'm
see
excited for
like
that.
all the
I
different
would like
flip
to watch the
flopping of
combine this year. Yeah.
yeah. Even just like I watch the highlights for the most part. I don't have time to sit there and watch the entire combine. It's like it's like 4 hours each day.
Yeah.
But I'll watch the highlights. I'll watch the 40-yard dash. I'll watch the cone drills. And it's going to be interesting to see people's draft stock go up and down dramatically through the combine. Like this guy, Jackson Dart, he's apparently climbing up ranking boards. Some people are already speculating. He was supposed to be like a mid-second round pick. Some people are already saying he might be a first round pick, which is kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, people are going to go up, people are going to go down, and then you still have to go through free agency. Like if the Giants sign a
I
veteran,
think that's what I'm really excited for too, is like all the player moves in free agency. I think that's gonna be a lot of
mhm,
fun.
that's exciting. Free
Yeah,
agency
I mean,
truly is a great time.
like, and especially now with the new GM, like I really want to see what kind of moves he's gonna make.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, there's really what the hell else is going on in the NFL?
It's mostly just staffing moves, and then I don't know, just Super Bowl. That's really it. Maybe one day we'll do. I'm wondering how we'd be able to do like a mock draft on the
Well,
channel. Didn't we try
I'd like
that
to
last year?
get a list of every head coaching move and do like some kind of grading. Like we can both give a grade.
Yeah, we'll do that
I
as
think
well. We have our we have our spreadsheet. We didn't update it yet, but I think it might be best to just update it at the end of the staffing cycle, just so we have it all in one set place. So
yeah, we
we'll
can grade
give
player
teams
moves and stuff
grades
like that
for
too.
Yeah, we'll give teams grades for staffing moves, and then we'll have like a next section, and we'll give teams grades for free agents and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. And then, yeah, I'd love to do some mock drafts. We're gonna look into the rookies this year, Steve. We're gonna dive into them.
We got to start watching highlights because I have not done any sort of dive yet.
You can watch highlights, and you can also
I think
watch
highlights is
other.
the move, man, because that's what I was doing with like the quarterbacks for this past year. When I was trying to
Yeah.
get some information on like who was gonna go.
So who do you
But
like? You like Shador?
no, I'm talking last year, like Caleb's
Oh,
year.
last year's quarterback.
Yeah. I don't I
Yeah,
couldn't even tell you I've seen one video of either of those two. But
yeah.
yeah, I like the idea of doing mock drafts and stuff like that as well.
hmm And
Yeah.
we'll also update with any breaking news. Like some players, like I said, they'll shoot up draft boards.
Right.
Usually you can tell who's going to go like 1, 2 before the actual draft starts because there'll be like reports from people saying, oh, this team is in love with this guy. So you kind of know and speculate based upon that, but it's still early. The the draft is until spring, so we still got a
I
lot of
know
time.
we have nothing. We're just gonna have to
I
sum up
know.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Um,
And hopefully, so who do you want to win the Super Bowl? I don't even know. I think I want the
Honestly,
Chiefs.
probably Philly for me at this point. I hate the Chiefs, dude.
I
Especially
think I
like
want the Chiefs.
all of the Travis Kelce gloating after the game. I hate them, man. I really do. I
If
don't like the
Travis
Eagles
Kelce
either.
proposes that to Taylor Swift at the end of the Super Bowl when they win,
Yeah, man.
I'll never watch another game of football,
Dude,
bro.
I saw a picture today and it was like Travis Kelce after the game was like, I just can't he was like, I truly cannot believe it. And then it was like in the comments, someone was like, it's your third year in a row. You definitely can believe it. Something like that. The way that the dude in the comments said it was a lot funnier than how I just said it, but it had me weak.
And have you seen the memes of like Mahomes AI generated making out with the ref?
Yeah, I have. That's jokes.
Those are
That's
weak
jokes.
too.
Those are tough. That's such facts,
But
man.
yeah, that's really it.
That really is
We don't have
everything.
much. Yeah, we don't really have much else to update you guys. Steve, you have any closing thoughts before I wrap this up?
Going to bed.
Going to bed? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
But
almost 1
also
a.m. here, folks.
make sure you guys follow us on TikTok. We post a lot of we post a lot of the same shorts and stuff that we post on YouTube, but there's some good content on there. And you don't want to
Yeah,
miss any of it. You never want to miss any of it. Instagram
I
as
try and
well.
I try
I
and post
believe
our good clips.
I believe we're at Bet the Over on all of our socials as well. So yeah, make sure to follow us everywhere you can. We'll be back to you guys with I don't know. No, we'll see you again before the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Maybe like the night before, the Saturday before, or something like that.
we'll just do a little hype video. Steve will make his cheese board and show it to
Yep,
us on stream.
cheese board
And
live.
yeah, that's really it, guys.
Yeah.
Have a great Super Bowl. Eat a lot of food. And one
Yep.
last thing,
Oh,
Duval.
I was just gonna do it. I was just gonna do it too, bro. That's tough. Duval. That's weak. That's weak. Clip that. All right. Bet the over, everyone. Thank you for watching.
Thanks
Check
for
out the
tuning in, guys.
TikTok. Have a good one.